What's up and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiance. This is part 2 of season 7, episode 10, and the title of this episode is Choose Me. Let's start off with Michael and Angela. So Michael wants Angela to try more local food, but she doesn't like Nigerian food. Now, you all remember the last time when she was invited over to his mama's house and she was eating a snail and told him to take it out of her mouth. That right there is epic. I'll never forget that. So it's not long before, once they sit down, it's not long before Angela starts talking about the visa again. When Michael tells her that he went to see an immigration lawyer, Angela cuts him off after every couple of words. Like, he just can't get anything out. Poor guy can't even express his thoughts. Angela tells him that she's not getting married in Nigeria. And I thought it was hilarious when Michael said that he just wants to be with Angela and start a family, knowing doggone well that she can't even give him children. So the most family that he's going to have is being a nanny to her grandkids and being a nurse to her mother. That's the closest thing he's going to come to family, because she cannot give him kids. Like, let's just be real. Whatever way they choose to approach this thing, it's still going to be a lengthy process in the end that doesn't guarantee his approval. Let's move on to Blake and Jasmine. So Blake is disappointed with Jasmine. And in the next scene, he goes to the studio and his friends, they notice that Jasmine, had a lack of interest in Blake at the show that they had. I think that Blake knows and feels the same way, but tries to save face and make excuses for Jasmine's actions. And then I also somewhat kind of feel like this is an agreement or an arrangement they have. I don't really feel like they're really in love. They just don't seem like they have anything in common. I know sometimes opposites attract, but in this case, I just don't see any type of connection, any type of chemistry. You all comment down below and let me know your thoughts. So I think that it's okay to express an opinion back to his friends. I think it's okay for them to express an opinion, but at the end of the day, Jasmine isn't dating his friends. She can be cordial. Yes, she should be cordial and a little open. Yes, but she doesn't have to be buddy-buddy if she doesn't want to. And I feel like them expressing an opinion is okay, but to the extent in which they're doing it, I just find it to be very over the top. I think it's too much. I feel like this man is a grown man. Allow him to make his choices. And if he gets burned in the end, I'm not trying to be mean, but so be it. I mean, I feel like the guy in the studio, his friend, and then the other guy who is also a VP of his label, it's just, they were inserting themselves too much. Like, I didn't come down to the studio for you all to be talking about my business and worried about my business. We wasted money in studio time talking about my business when we could be making some music. So let's move on to Mike and Natalie. So Mike is packing up to go home and there's still tension between them. And at one point during their argument, Natalie takes her ring off and basically flicks it into his bag. She's like, here, you can have your ring back. Mike says that Natalie has told him that she's loved him plenty of times before. So to hear that response from her to the producer, it was very hurtful. So before Mike leaves, he goes to say goodbye to Natalie's mom. And he doesn't even understand what her mama is talking about, what she's saying. But he's up there basically sniffing and kind of fake crying. I feel like he was just like playing up on the situation. And he tried to say goodbye to Natalie too, but Natalie wants him to apologize to her. Now, she's full of it. I don't understand what she feels this man owes her, but she clearly made the choice and the decision to be with him. She knew who he was. Why now is she holding him to such a high standard? I feel like you should hold him to the standard in the very beginning. Why now are you trying to do that? So I don't know if it's self-sabotage because she now changed her mind about him. I don't know what the heck is going on, but comment down below your thoughts on Mike and Natalie. So let's move on to Tania and Syngin. So Tania and Syngin are making their way back to Connecticut and the shed, because that's where they live. And on the way home, Tania tells Syngin more than ever she's craving stability. Tania tells Syngin that she just wants him to figure things out and wants him to care about his future. I'm not really sure what's going on, but Tania is yelling at him and telling him that she doesn't have much time. Like, why did she even get involved with him? Because it's obvious she feels like she's too good or high for him. And if Tania knows Syngin just floats through life, Why didn't she take that into consideration before going through the whole visa process to bring him to the U.S.? If she wants more of an ambitious man, she shouldn't have chose Syngin. So Tania ends up apologizing to Syngin and tells the camera crew that Syngin has quit jobs before and he lives life without plans. She feels edgy, and while I understand that any woman would be worried, but she should have strongly considered all of this before going through the visa process. Syngin says that ever since he's arrived, there's been a lot of arguing and stress, and he's just tired of it. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on Tania and Syngin. Let's move on to Michael and Juliana. So Michael and Juliana have 3 days to wed. So Juliana is going to a seamstress with Sarah to get her wedding dress altered. Juliana says that she wants to be friends with Sarah, and she actually wants Sarah to be her best friend. So she, on the car ride there to get her dress altered, she tells Sarah that she's nervous about marrying again and the ceremony. Juliana, she wants to know from Sarah, is there anything that she should know about Michael, the good and the bad? Sarah tells her that Michael has a really good heart, but when she does finally start to work, not to just hand over her money to Michael. Sarah said that she made that mistake and she used to just hand over her paycheck to him, and she believes that it created an imbalance of power within their marriage. Once they get to the bridal store, Juliana tries on her wedding dress that she purchased in Brazil, and it was so beautiful, I must say. So Juliana, she gets very emotional, and Sarah is there to wipe her tears. I thought it was a really nice moment between them, and I hope that Sarah is being genuine towards Juliana. I'm still on the fence because of the way she was before. She was like, I don't want you telling my kids what to do or being a parent to my kids. But now she seems to have softened up and changed and got a little bit emotional when she talked about how there was more depth to Juliana. So I don't know if she's changed as far as her feelings and maybe softened up and has more compassion, or if she's using it to her advantage. I'm not sure if she's genuine. Do you all feel that Sarah, Michael's ex-wife, is being genuine with Juliana? Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Let's move on to Anna and Mursel. So Mursel says that he feels terrible and he's having a hard time right now, adding that he's very upset he's leaving Anna. Now, he should be more upset that he doesn't have a backbone. That's what he should be upset about. He says that he feels guilty for leaving Anna, but not guilty enough, obviously. He thought about changing his mind, but says unfortunately he chooses his mother. So chooses not to have a wife and a family. He chooses stay on the breast milk, basically. So Anna is waiting for him as he walks out of the hotel. And to be honest, he could have gotten a taxi to take him, because I wouldn't be sending off a man who is choosing to leave me. Now, last minute, Anna is still hoping Mursel won't go and will change his mind. Once Mursel leaves, he can't come back. So she's begging him, Mursel, don't go. And he still gets to the airport and walks off and leaves. So like I said, I wouldn't be seeing a man off that didn't choose me. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Hope you get home safely. Bye. So I really need to hear your thoughts on 90 Day Fiance. This was part 2 of season 7, episode 10. The title of this episode was Choose Me. Give this video a big thumbs up and share it with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiance. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified on the next time that I make an upload. And I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.